157 prisoners, 157 families, one agonizing wait. This is Kenya News Update today. Coming up, you'll discover the secret talks that made this possible and the shocking reason this exchange took 5 months. Meet the families who thought they'd never see their loved ones again. For 314 people, today is the day everything changes. But here's the twist. This isn't just a swap. It's a fragile lifeline in a war that's still raging. And it happened in a place you'd never expect. Act 2, the setup. For 5 long months, no one came home. No calls, no letters, just silence. Then a secret meeting in Abu Dhabi, not in Europe, not at a border, but in the desert. President Volodymyr Zelensky confirmed the talks. The goal? Bring them home before another winter. The stakes? The mental and physical survival of soldiers and civilians held in brutal conditions. But here's what nobody's talking about. Why now? Why Abu Dhabi? Act 3, the escalation. The journey to this moment was a maze of back-channel diplomacy. And then something shocking happened. The last exchange was 5 months ago. That's 150 days of hoping. 150 nights of wondering. For the families, it was torture. But the mechanics of a swap are a nightmare. You need lists. You need verification. You need a neutral ground. Abu Dhabi stepped up, but here's the part that will blow your mind. This isn't a sign of peace. It's a calculated humanitarian pause. Both sides get a win. Ukraine brings heroes home. Russia gets its soldiers back. But the war, it grinds on. The front lines haven't moved. The artillery hasn't stopped. This is a moment of relief in an ocean of pain. Act for the impact. So what does this mean for the world? Some see a glimmer of hope, a channel that still works. Others see a brutal transaction in a conflict with no end in sight. The bigger picture is a war entering its 5th year. A conflict that has reshaped global alliances, spiked food and energy prices, and tested the resolve of nations everywhere. For the Trump administration, it's a complex file of supporting an ally while managing a volatile relationship with Moscow. The unanswered question hangs heavy. Is this a one-off or the start of a new phase of diplomacy? Act 5, the payoff. 157 prisoners are finally home, but the war isn't over. Do you think prisoner swaps like this bring us closer to peace, or do they just allow the fighting to continue? Drop your take in the comments. Subscribe to Kenya News Update today for more on the stories shaping our world.